Alright guys, we're out here testing the Rat Sniper Slugs. We're going to do the 44.4 grains first. We'll do a 5-shot group, then we're going to go to the 24s. I got the GoPro down there. We're going to do the top right hand. This scope ain't the best scope in the world, but it's going to have to do. Really need a more stable platform, but oh well. Shot 2. Here comes shot 3. They're not grouping too bad. Some of that's the wind, a little bit of wind, probably mostly me moving around because I'm on this plastic table sitting on a hill. Alright. Now like I said, this scope is not the best scope in the world. One more shot. This was about at 2,900 psi. Alright guys, there's that group. It ain't too bad, considering I don't have a really steady platform. It's a little bit windy out here. Not bad at all. Alright, we're going to do the 24 grain at the bottom right. Give me a second. Alright guys, we're out here testing out the Rat Sniper Slugs at 50 yards. Actually going to be just a hair over from about 51 yards. I'm going to do the 44.4 grain ones first at the top right, and then I'm going to do the 24 grain at the bottom right. See how these things do. It is a little bit windy out here, so Alright guys, we're going to do the 24 grain. Probably need adjusting for these. Here's shot 2. Accuracy is pretty good with these. Looks like they're a little bit better with these than the 44s. But like I said, some of that with both of these are me moving around. Not really a stable enough platform. But these are meant for hunting anyway, not bench rest shooting. I jerked that one. Here comes the fourth shot. And here's the fifth one. You can see that's a tight little group except for that one I pulled. I'm going to do one more. See if we can get 5 shots in that little group. These 24 grains, which I seen on his website, he don't have the 24 grains anymore, they're 25, so. Yeah, I jerked that one a little bit, but it's still in there. That 24 grain is a really tight, yeah, they shoot really good out of the Condor. My pressure, shooting 10 shots, it's about 2400 psi. And of course, it's on the where I got it. It's like on the power setting to 8.5. So I'm just kicking them out there pretty good. All right, guys. Alright guys, you can see This is from a 51 yard group. That's the 44.4s. This is 24. This one I pulled. This was 5. I think that was shot 4. I can't remember. And this one is shot 6. I took an extra shot and I just moved that one a little bit. I already been down here too. So the 24 grains, they do really good accuracy out of the AirForce Condor. This don't do too bad. This is mostly me too moving around because I'm on a plastic tables sitting downhill. So that's excellent too. All right, we're gonna go to the Benjamin Armada. Same thing, we're gonna put the 44.4s here, the 24 grains here. Alright guys, we got the Benjamin Armada. We're shooting a 44.4 grain first, 5-shot group. The scope on this one's a lot better. It's also 16 power instead of 12, and it's also a lot clearer. But we're going to see how this shoots. Alright. Alright, you can see the drop on these. At 51 yards is pretty low. I think these slugs are just a little too heavy for this gun. I bumped the power setting up some, but it still needs, I think, a new valve to help the power. That was me right there. This is the fish shot. Alright, you can see just that right there moving around a little bit. That is me. So this thing does group tight. But that one up there, that was my fault right there. I jerked it. But you can see how much I was aiming for that top left orange dot. And that is about a 3.5 mil drop at 51 yards. Alright, we're going to do the 24 grain next. Alright, we're doing the bottom left orange dot, 24 grain. See how these do. These are dropping too. Ready to hit the grass. Let's go up. I'll go up 3 mil dots. 4th shot. Alright, you can see where all them landed, guys. I had to go up 3 mil dots, and they're about 3 mil dots to the right. So you can see that right bottom, that's the shot out of the Condor. So the 24 grains shoot a lot better out of the Condor than they do the Benjamin Armada. Maybe because they just think it ain't got enough. I don't know. It drops pretty significantly, these. So I would say the Benjamin Armada probably does better with pellets than the Slugs. Alright, I'm gonna move up to about 28 yards and see what how these group. But that's the 44 grain right there. You can see where my to the left, more towards the left middle orange bar there. The top one I pulled. So the 44s, they group pretty good, but they got a lot of drop to them. Benjamin Armada's not really strong enough to push them. Alrighty. Alright guys, we got the 24 grains in here again. I'm at 27 yards from where the barrel begin, where the end of the barrel to the target. And we're going to try the top left hand corner 5 shots. See how it does from 27 yards. Let's see. Got the 8 power here. I don't know where that first shot went. I heard it hit, but look at the video. There's 3. 4. 5. Alright guys, I didn't move a whole lot with them. Maybe just a hair, but not that much, I don't think. So I really don't think maybe these slugs don't really shoot too good. The 24 grains shoot too good out of the Armada. Let's try the 44 grains, right? Well, I ain't even gonna try the 44 grains because they drop so much, ain't no point. Pretty much I think I'm gonna keep these slugs for the AirForce Condor, and I just use this gun pretty much with pellets. Alright. You know what? this is 27 yards. I'm gonna put five of the Grizzlies in here and see how they do. Hold on a second. Got the Grizzlies in. These are 31 grain. Yeah, 31 grain. I'm down to about 2600 psi. I'm gonna aim for the right there. Same target, top to, well, let's go for the bottom left target. Alright, that's all 5 shots. They don't shoot too bad out of the, not at 27 yards anyway. Alrighty. Alright guys, you seen where them hit? These were the 24 grain out of their Armada. The one hit low in the grass. Well, even here I had to go up 3 mil dots to get them to hit right there. Then I come 27 yards and that was the group with them right there. So the 24 grains do not shoot that great out of their Armada. This is the 44.4 grain at 50 yards. I was aiming right there and you see how much they dropped. That was me moving around right there pretty much. I mean they grouped these, they're just from the factory. I think that's just too heavy of a slug for that gun. They shoot a whole lot better, which that was me moving around too. But the 24 shot real good out of the AirForce Condor. I jerked that one, but the rest of them landed right there, so I can't complain. I'm gonna keep them slugs, I guess. If I order any more, those will be for the Condor. And the Grizzlies, these were I shot 5 Grizzlies right here. I think one might have hit right there, I'm not sure, but I think most of them all hit right there. They seem to be pretty accurate out of the Armada, but it's 31 grains at 50 yards. You know, if you adjust it, it might be all right, but it seems like for 27 yards, that's where I shot it. This group from. With the Grizzlies, it probably wouldn't be too bad. All right, since we've done established the Armada really don't shoot the 24s good, and the 44.4s are. We're going to shoot the 44.4s and the 24 grain out of the AirForce Condor into a ballistic gel up here. and see what it does at 50. Well, I'm down there at 51 yards, and see what it does. We'll do the 44.4 first and see how that one is. Do have a box. We're gonna put the ballistic gel on top of it. Alright guys, I just made this last night. This is a fresh batch. Bigger, so hopefully we'll get a stop. See what kind of ballistic results we get. Let me check the GoPro, make sure. We got it on there. Alright guys, we got some ballistic gel down there. We're just going to do the AirForce Condor. Since we established the Benjamin Armada is really not strong enough for the 44.4s. And it doesn't really shoot the 24 grains accurately. So we're going to do it just, this one is down to 2400 PSI. And we're going to see what the 44.4 grains will do. Alright. Here we go. I can't tell if it hit it or not. We're gonna go down there and see what if it hit. If it didn't, we'll come back down here and shoot another one. Well, couldn't tell if I hit it or not, but I didn't, so we'll go down there and try it again. Alright guys, missed that one. So we're gonna try again. Might have held over too much. I hit it that time. Alright, we're going to go down there and look at it, and we're going to turn it and do the 24 grain. We're getting pretty low on air pressure. It's probably about 2200 maybe, 21, somewhere around there. Alright guys. Alright guys, we hit it that time. That's got a pretty good wound track. I don't know if you can see that from here. Even at 51 yards, it seems to open up pretty good from the get-go. So let's see how the 24 grain does. Let's turn it. Go down there and shoot the 24 grain. And we might just put a Predator polymag in there too and see what it does at 51 yards. Alright guys, it left a pretty good wound track to it. It opened up about maybe an inch or two after it hit. Did pretty good at 51 yards. Let's see what the 24 grain will do. I turned it. Then I think we're going to shoot a Predator polymag in there also. Alright, there's a 24 grain. Alright guys, here comes the Predator polymag. See what it does. We hit it also. Alrighty. Alright guys. This is the 24 grain Rat Sniper Slug. I don't know if that comes across in the camera, but that opened up pretty good. And the one beside of it is the Predator polymag. You can see the red plastic point in there. It did, well, I don't know if you can see that, but you can see where the 24 grain flew apart. There's a part right here. There's a part right there. It left a pretty nasty wound channel. The Predator polymag went all the way through it. It done a pretty good. It left a pretty good size hole from the get-go right there. It done pretty well too at 51 yards. But the 24 grain Rat Sniper Slug, it just pretty much blew apart. It fragmented in there. It all stayed in there. I'd say the deepest part probably went maybe 7 inches into it. There's a piece over here. There's a piece right there I can see. I think there's a piece down towards the bottom maybe. But yeah, I would say either one of those out of the AirForce Condor does pretty good. And the Predator polymag does good too. And they're accurate also. So you can't go wrong with the Predator polymag. And it got good penetration. It went all the way through. The 44.4 grain, it went all the way through. It come this way. You can see I don't know if you can see it on film or not, video or not, but it done a pretty good nasty wound channel also. And then it come right on out there. The 24 grain, not as big as a hole as the Predator polymag, but it did open up more than the Predator polymag once it got in about 2 inches. So that's pretty devastating. Alright guys, this has been a 50-yard test. It's actually 51. So I give you how they did accuracy, which they both did pretty good. Out of the AirForce Condor, the 24 grains did really good out of it. If you really had a steady platform, it'd probably done better than that right there, because I pulled that one. 5-shot group. 5-shot with the 44-point grain. That was me moving around some, but still not too bad. And the Armada, I probably wouldn't recommend either one of them without upgrading the valve to get some more power out of it. Alright guys, this has been Father Time NC. Hope you enjoyed the video. Gotta go home and edit it. And this was, I also want to say, these two were shot with is about 2100 psi. This one was probably more 2000 psi out of the AirForce Condor. This one was probably about 2100. So if it was all the way up, probably a little bit more damage, but definitely something close range, even down to 2000 psi out of the AirForce Condor. Yeah, it's gonna put its lights out. Alright guys, take it easy, have a good weekend. Guys, I just want to bring you a view from the bottom right quick. As you can see, the shrapnel from the 24 grain coming this way. You can see it got in about 2 inches probably, and then it just blew apart. Sent shrapnel everywhere, which in a small animal probably hit some vitals. This is the Predator polymag. See, it done a pretty good track also. Went right on through. This is the deepest one right here that it went the farthest, and that's the base. And then this is the 44.4 grain. You see where it entered there, expanded right in there. It has a pretty good wound channel, and then went right on through. And like I said, these two were shot. The Predator polymag was shot like at 2000 psi, and this one was around 2100 psi. So if it'd been at a full 2,900, 3,000, yeah, it'd probably been a little bit more velocity, so it'd probably been a little bit more damage, but it still did. They still both did excellent. And yeah, these are not bad out of the Condor at all. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend them for the Armada. The 24 grains would probably be all right, close range, you know, 30 yards and under. But it really needs, you really need to do a new valve system on it and get the power up, I think, for these. And I think the 44.4 grains are just too heavy for it. All right, guys, that's it.